Hi everybody, welcome to today's edition of the CrossFit Games Update Show. I'm Sean Woodland with Rory McKernan and Pat Sherwood. Final two workouts of the team regional competition. We're closing this out with a bang here.
Yeah, shy of Castro plopping these guys in the ocean somehow or figuring out a way to do a triathlon, I think we've thrown everything at them that we could.
Yeah, lots to chew on this last day as well. So the final day is going to be exciting, especially where we have those close races.
Yeah, so teams event 6 and 7 are what close out the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Game regional competition for the team. Starting with event 6, 3 women go out first, then 3 men. 50 GHD sit-ups each, 50 muscle-ups as a group, and then 50 hang power cleans as a group. The weight for the men is 205. For the women, it's 135. On to team event 7. We're going to spend some time on this one because it is pretty complicated. You can send your athletes out in any order. There's calorie rowing with a deadlift hold like we saw at the Invitational last year. Strict handstand push-ups with a handstand hold, toes to bars with a hang, and then a final 50-foot overhead lunge. More on that one in a second, but let's start with team event 6. And once again, you look at the first movement there, 50 GHD. That's not total, that's for everybody.
Yeah, you've got a piece of fixed work which you need to get through, kind of a buy-in before you get into the mixed work. And I like that we've got both elements in the same workout. So we get to share the load down the road, but initially all of us need to hop on the GHD and rip 50, which are going to have more of an impact, I think, than that little number kind of shows. And if I was a coach or the team captain, I'm thinking all the women go first and then the men. So whichever woman I have that is like the muscle up ninja, she's going first. That after she gets up the GHD, man, start chipping away at those suckers.
Yeah, I looked at it on paper and I was like, 25 minutes, that's a long time, Cap, until I realized, okay, all 3 women go all the way through, then all 3 men. So it's actually going to be really fast, I think, when it plays out. That GHD buy-in, I think you're biased because you're so good at GHDs. You think those are going to go quickly, but I think that's going to be the gatekeeper. That's where people will get hung up. Got a little inside source who even told me when some beta tests went down, there was only 2 athletes who chipped away at all the muscle-ups. So by the time the slowest GHDer got through, they just strolled right over to the barbell and started doing their cleans.
Thanks for nothing, right?
All right, on to event 7. We're going to spend a little bit of time on this just because we want to make sure that everyone understands how it's going to work. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that the 3 of us are on a team. We went on an all-night bender.
Finally.
We had our strategy meeting during that bender. We decided I'm going to go out first.
Okay.
Right,
So I go out, I get on the rower, I do my 30 calories. I then move on to the barbell, 315 pounds. I pick that up and hold it. Row jumps on the rower. He can only crank out reps or calories while I'm holding the barbell, just like we saw at the Invitational. I drop it, he stops. When he's done, he moves on to the barbell. I go to the handstand push-ups. Pat hops on the rower. I can do my handstand push-ups as fast as I want because there's no one there doing the handstand hold. And that's the key to remember. The first person out doesn't have to really wait on anybody while you're working. The last person out doesn't have to do any of the static holds or the deadlift or hold the bar or anything like that. So really take a lot of time to figure out what your strategy is here because there are a lot of ways that you can screw this up.
There's a lot of ways you can screw it up or be successful, and that's the only option is to take some time with it. We had a very spirited conversation, debate, fight. Tommy Marquez isn't talking to me right now because I tried to make an argument for putting your best athlete last in order to make them the anchor, and in talking it through, we came through multiple different iterations of how it would actually work when you put this thing down on paper. So as a coach or a leader of the team, you're just going to have to guess and check. There's no other option. One thing that we all agreed on, it's fantastic to end an event in general and definitely a regionals with a lunge race. Everybody loves a lunge race.
Everyone loves a lunge race. I would say whoever is your just chief strategist of your team, they're about to earn their keep right now. After your coach or that guy or girl reads through this workout 20, 30 times, they'll kind of figure out the flow. And then I think this event, more than any other one at regionals, is where a bunch of practice runs, a bunch of rehearsals, a bunch of trying you first, him second, whatever it is. When you find that sweet spot, you could shave minutes off of this workout, and no one's fitness has changed. You've just attacked the workout much more intelligently, so take the time on this one. Figure it out.
Yeah, and remember, for all of the events, go to the website, watch the videos, read about them because you want to make sure you're practicing these things correctly by the time you get to regionals. Regionals start May 15th. We're less than a week away. Next week, we'll be back to preview the South and the Atlantic regionals, the 2 that kick things off. We'll have live coverage from both of those all next weekend long. Every heat from every event. I cannot wait. The season now gets going in earnest. For Pat Sherwood and Rory McKernan, I'm Sean Woodland. We'll see you guys next time.